seat.
No. No.
Some crackles. Some crackles. These bones. Oh, God. These old bones. So, just like working on this super piece by piece, because I want the tech to look Kirby inspired, which I think it does in a lot of places. But also, like, how did that happen? I also want it to look unique, you know. I guess it's pretty, that's obvious, I guess, in most cases for people. Like, you want it to look like your own thing. But I'm definitely looking at Kirby for inspiration. Not currently at this very moment, but like that's what like inspired all of this like tech. I was looking at a lot of Kirby stuff from New Gods and Fourth World and all that stuff, and it's cool. It's really cool stuff. He was way beyond his time. I'm just trying to have some of that power for myself, I guess. I don't know. I have to like, I want to work in a sort of like tower structure here. Kind of ominous looking. Maybe even like get something like that. I don't know. I don't know if I like that per se. But something like that. Some towering sort of thing. To kind of give that spot a little interest, give it like a kind of triangular kind of vibe. All of this here. These need to be getting smaller. All right, chat bots. Yo, my chat is straight up upside down. That's crazy. I didn't even realize that. I don't know how to fix that. Nope. Oh my god. I'm sorry, guys. How the hell do you fix that? Well, I don't know how to fix it, so that's cool. But we'll figure it out some other time. I'm gonna keep drawing. Hello? Oh, I think I'm still being picked up. Oh. Huh? Okay. All right. I think I want to do like a strip of lights up this like tower, make it kind of ominous looking, I guess. Is this the right spot? Probably not. But just to get an idea. Yeah, it is, man. How you doing, bud? I don't know if you can hear me or not. I might still need to adjust some settings. Oh, you know, man. Just trying to get back into my own shit, you know. I thought I'd be busier right now, and apparently I was supposed to message somebody about a project, and so like, but I didn't know that. I was waiting for them to message me, so there was like this period of am I waiting on you or are you waiting on me to start this thing? And so like I was just a couple weeks just twiddling my thumbs and working on this, and yeah, but that finally should start in the next couple weeks, hopefully. Yeah, it did come through. We're getting started soon. When I can talk about it, I will. But I'll be sharing any work on that on the Patreon. You know how it goes. In terms of this piece right now, it's a doozy. Eleven by 17, 18 by 24. Doing all this like Kirby tech here at the bottom. I don't know if you can see it very well, but giant BARDA. You saw the post, I think. So I'm sure you already got a good peek at it. But I'm just like putting some legwork on it now. I have to finish up this line work, and then by Sunday I hope to have like a couple layers of watercolor on it already. So we're gonna get moving, man. I'm gonna finish this here in the next couple weeks, I think, if I can make it happen. Little Mr. Miracle in there, super tiny. Hey, as soon as I get further along, man, I'll be opening my commissions again. So I need to, you know, take in some work, pay some bills. It kind of had like a moment where I was like, is it too like foreshortened? Am I going like too exaggerated with it? And no, I think it works still. Like, yeah, I'm happy with it, with how it's coming out. That was like the hardest thing to get like started on. That's why I had to do so many sketches of the pose in my sketchbook, because like I could not figure out how I wanted her to look up there. So it worked out, man. I'm really happy with it, how it's coming along. I got to figure out some stuff that's still like just placeholder right now, but I'm happy with it. And I've been updating the commissioner with like some shots here and there, and he's super stoked about it. So I'm not too worried about taking a little bit of extra time with it, because I'm gonna make this look fucking crazy. I'm gonna make this look crazy. Yeah, man, it's the guy who got this one, he like paid up front and it was like very expensive. So I just want to get like a little bit further along on this before I take on any other responsibilities that aren't like comics. Um, and it's really like working like this with all the tracing paper and stuff has been super helpful to kind of like figuring out the design of everything, because I can like mess up and just erase it or take it off and try again, and or like use what I don't like as part of the structure, because maybe, you know, perspective wise it works but like design wise it doesn't. So there's like been a lot of like problem solving with this. But basically, like, as soon as I'm done with the drawing itself, I'll just like take it off of this and I'll put it underneath and like light box it very lightly, and then I'll wash it with some watercolor, and I'll start drawing again over top of that, and then painting. And once I've got the color right, that's when I'll ink it. So like last touches will be ink over top of the color, and that's a lot of work, and I have never tackled a project like this before. I've already taken a long time, but now that I've like really jumped back into it, I'm like trying to gauge how long it takes me from now to finish. Hopefully a couple weeks, because if I can actually do this quickly, I can maybe take on more often, and obviously that would be great, because I get to do cool shit like this, and you know, people pay me for it, so it's really nice. So yeah, I'm just like really trying to focus on this, and that's why I haven't really mentioned commissions or anything. So anyway, I'm gonna stop talking now for a little bit. Get back to work. We've been busy in the evening times, kind of playing some old video games. But I see that you've been fucking streaming like crazy, man, and I'm really happy about that. I hope it's been going well for you, and it seems like you're getting a lot of done and selling a lot of commissions out there. So fucking good job, dude. Sorry your week's not going well, but you know, I hope it turns around for you. Yeah, man, that's fucking great, dude. Really fucking happy to hear that, man. I'm gonna try and get the same thing going, you know? Hopefully. We should do a stream sometime once I've got like a schedule figured out. I'm gonna be streaming the rest of this, so I'm gonna be on basically for the next foreseeable future when I'm not hanging out with Meredith. And so I'll be here. I appreciate it, man. What's it called? I've got about like 18 or 19 pages of hue marks. The next one figured, like, not figured out, but I have a loose script thumbnailed up to 19 pages, and that's like about a little bit more than halfway, maybe, if I can get my shit together and get my ideas concise and not drag things out too long. Hopefully is just halfway, and not longer. But I'm gonna be trying to get that done before June, man. So keep an eye out, buddy. I know you will. What are you, if you don't mind my asking, what are you doing for like music and stuff when you stream? I've just got this like royalty-free YouTube stuff going on right now. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm way too scatterbrained to just talk all the time. Yeah, that's basically how I like to do it too. If there's people to hang out with, there usually isn't, so I just keep quiet, or I'll say something process related in case I want to keep the VOD or make a video later down the line talking about it or something. But yeah, I just guess I don't have much to say right now. Got to get to work. How's the Mesner load benefit going? Those drawing I sent you, they go for anything? I hope it helped out. Probably gonna sit down here. Been standing up for quite a bit. Don't know if I have a. I don't know if I have a good sitting set up. That's why I've been standing this whole time. Oh man, that's terrible, dude. Like, pieces getting stolen or something? Or damaged? Or just not even making it? Oh man, that fucking sucks, dude. That scares me too when doing that. And sending anything really. Yeah, it's rough, dude. We've got these like recyclable like paper envelopes that have like some padding in them. You can buy them on Amazon in like packs. We've been using those. I mean, you've gotten a couple things from me, I think, in those brown paper bags. Those are pretty good. Size varies, but we have ones for 11 by 17 and ones for 9 by 12. And if we need anything smaller, we usually just get like a little bubble mailer or something. They're all bubble mailers, but like the smaller ones. Yeah. I mean, it's only a pain because you gotta unroll it to get it in the frame. But once you like have the piece and can like frame it and stuff, rolling it isn't so bad. Especially if it's gonna get there safe, man. It's worth it. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, dude, sounds fucking perfect because me and Meredith are both going to be at Heroes. So we shall be there, my friends. And that excites me to the nth degree to know that we're going to be able to shake hands and maybe hug, maybe a little hug. But that's it, because my wife is going to be there. Yeah, man, I'm really excited. Mark Laszlo is going to be there. He messaged me about it. Enzo Garza, uh, and people I love seeing at shows are going to be there. Cartoonist Kayfabe is usually there. It's a great show, man. I can hardly even describe a bad experience I've had besides like leaving and getting COVID several days after the show. But other than that, Heroes has been incredible every fucking year, even the bad ones. For sure has. I'm excited, man. This year's gonna be a little bit fewer of my usual friends who are going, but a lot of us are still going, and again, it's Heroes, so it's always a fucking good time. So I am slowly but surely getting more and more excited by the day. I'm only tempered in that I have to fucking finish a Hugh Marks book from now to then, but I mean, that's like more exciting than worrisome, because I think I've got a good thing going. I just got to clean it up a lot, but yeah, I'm excited, man. Yeah, I mean, I think at best I will have it done by Heroes. I don't think it'll get done any earlier than that. I'll probably have the fucking the prints like mailed to my house like the day before we leave to Charlotte. So yeah, it's gonna be one of those. I can only do things with the pressure of time slowly crushing me. So as soon as I figure out that script, it's basically just gonna be like get those pages done, and I will hopefully have them done by in time. That's the goal. I have more than 2.5 weeks this time, so that's good. But I'm also doing a lot more pages. I don't make anything easy for myself for whatever fucking reason. It's like that, man. I don't think I've ever turned in a project early. I have only ever turned it in like on the deadline at best. I'll give you a little sneak peek if you're still there. Well, I did that the other day. I'm pretty sure you saw that. That came out cool. I enjoyed doing that. Oh, there we go. Got oh, it's backwards on there, so you won't be able to make anything out, which is perfect. Starts here. Got like 5 pages, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 17, 19. Getting into 20 and 21 here. I'm just gonna keep going until it's done. And then I'll clean that up, revise it. I don't know if it's gonna, you know, come out as well manicured and all that the first one did, because like, I don't know, that one felt like a possession taking over me and making me make a comic, which like I had very little control over. I'm just lucky it turned out okay. So I don't know, I'm trying to be more mindful during this one and trying to make like a concise story, so that might just like I don't know, make it more sluggish and not as, I don't know, I might you know, overdo it in some places. I don't really care, but I'm gonna do it. So, and it's gonna continue the whole tank chapter of the story. So that's fun. Yeah, precisely. A few marks is for the kids. Hey, what's it called? Dude, do you have any issue with me maybe playing some of your videos during my streams? Like your documentary stuff? I'm not quite sure how that will get registered in my like Twitch video, if it'll like pick it up and DMCA it automatically, or if that's something you gotta do. To like mark me down or whatever. But if like I'm allowed to and it won't like you know, mute the audio of my VODs and all that stuff, like I kind of want to like catch up and watch some vids that I haven't had the chance to get to yet. Dude, that's awesome. That's fucking great. Because, like, I'm not always in the mood to listen to droning music either. So I definitely would like some good content to have playing in the back. Might even put a little screen in the corner so people can see the visuals you put into the videos. Just have it on in the background. Big playlist. That's awesome, dude. Thank you so much. Definitely wanted to get permission first, though. Is it under Jerk? Or do you have other aliases on Bandcamp? Probably band names and stuff. And yeah, man, shoot me a link on, in a DM somewhere. Instagram, email me, fuck, I don't care. Send me the link to all that. I don't know if you're familiar. He's a good friend of mine, Future Landfill Press, Ujis. He is also going to be at Heroes this year, but he has a band that, often I will just play his band's record on SoundCloud or Bandcamp or whatever, like on repeat, for like an hour. Chauncey was in here earlier. I did a test earlier today for like 30 minutes or so. Yeah, Chauncey stopped in. Oh, that was cool. Talked to him for a split second. Yeah, that's what he said. Really appreciate you guys. I'm trying to get a website together, and I was just putting those pieces up there. Kind of tired of putting Uh, the ballpoint hue marks, I still need to get on that. Um, I'm like looking for the right like set of colored ballpoints. No, I know you didn't. I was just saying that I was just saying I need to get like a good set of ballpoints, like colored ballpoints. I'm even thinking about buying one of those the ones that have the multiple colors and you just like kind of click the color you're using. Maybe getting a couple different ones of those and trying to get that piece out there to you, because it's been a while now. Um, I'll actually look into getting that this week. It's been such a long time since I've drawn with ballpoint too. I got you. I got you, buddy. What are you doing over there?
I have a cutie.
Oh.
I'm trying to pick the best one.
I don't even like that at all. I kind of don't like this thing either. Dude, thank you very much, man. I'm kind of just like staring at it in the screen right now, just to kind of. It's nice actually streaming it, cause like I have like a little mini version of it on my screen. It helps me kind of like step back without having to actually move. It's really nice. But yeah, it's getting there, dude. The guy is really happy with it so far, and I'm just like putting more and more shit into it. I'm also thinking that I need to like add some smaller, much smaller stuff in the background to like really exaggerate the perspective a little bit more, because it's starting to, I don't know, kind of all move up here, and I wanted to really go back a bit. So I'm gonna draw just tiny little like nondescript, almost like just the silhouette of more tech back there as a way of doing that, and then that'll be the whole background basically. The top is gonna be all visual effects, right? Like Kirby Crackle and space and the rod that she has is going to be like blasting a bunch of parademons out of the air. So there's going to be like a bunch of those flying around in perspective in like different parts of like. There's going to be like one up close over here, and then like a really far away one over there, and like another one like kind of over here or something, you know, like basically I'll just like find the best places for them, but that's what's going to be going on over there, and all of that is going to be radiating out of like her fist at the top of the one that, you know, she's holding the stick with, and her cape's going to be flying, and so that's going to kind of have like, I'm thinking of like making that more I don't know how I'm going to handle the capes yet, either one, his and or hers, but I think I'm just going to go with doing them the way, because I like capes. So I'm gonna try and make them look cool. The perspective of the scales like getting bigger on that leg, but also being like a reasonable size on her body is like another challenge. So I also want like the ones on her leg over here to kind of like be like turned up, like as if her leg is coming down, so the explosion and force of it is like pushing all the scales, like brushing them up a little bit, and that's gonna kind of like, I'm gonna make that like kind of look really shaky, so it just looks like she's stomping the shit out of the ground right there, and then all of this is gonna be exploding basically. That's why there's not too much going on there. But yeah, man, I'm gonna fucking destroy this thing, man. I'm gonna make this like the coolest shit I've ever done. You know, commission wise. I still think my Hugh Marks book is the coolest thing I've ever done. The Hugh Marks, that first page is going to be kind of like a recurring theme on how I start each episode, like the 3-panel kind of dropping them off into a place. Not as extreme as like that one where he's like just falling into an endless pit, but like basically like 1, 2, 3 panels, and then like he's where he's supposed to be in this part of the story or whatever. So because like everyone has like responded really strongly to that, and in my mind that was kind of like the system booting up, you know, so like booting up a new program, so to speak. So while they're in the tank, the episodes are going to start with that page, even though they're going to look different. The page layout will be more or less those 3 panels up at the top, like as if it's like loading, you know. And then, you know, the rest of the page layouts will be whatever they need to be according to the story. But like first page of each one, I think is going to boot up that way, and that'll kind of be a nice way to like collect all of those together as like, this is the tank chapter. These are like all the mind scenarios that they were put in. Oh, that's really nice, man. It's really nice. I'm gonna try not to let you all down on the next one. I think it's gonna be good. I did notice that earlier, Hop. I just reset up all my camera stuff today, and to get the drawing the right way, I had to flip it or something, and it flipped everything and not just my camera. So I'll figure it out tonight or tomorrow. The next time I stream, I'll like mess around with it. Maybe I have to turn the camera in the actual camera program, like Logitech program, so that it just like opens up in OBS that way, and it doesn't mess with any of the actual OBS stuff. But I remember having it, right the last time I did this. So I think it's just that I turned the camera around in the wrong program this time. So yes, I saw it earlier. It's the right side on OBS, so I can read everything. Oh, the chat is right side up. Okay, good. It's just on the actual Twitch stream. Well, that's good. I mean, the phone app I think has the chat app like almost separate. So that works out. Oh shit, Chauncey's back. I did leave to go pick up my wife, but they still had some work to do at the house until like 5:30 or so, so I decided to come back on until then. So we got another like 45 minutes to chill and get some work done on this drawing. Glad you're back, brother. It's kind of a bad angle, huh? So I did those two commissions a few months back of Big Barda and Mr. Miracle. Um, so it kind of like dominoed. Like he started off commissioning me to do Mr. Miracle. I did that, and then he liked it so much he asked me to do Big Barda. But there were two separate pieces. I thought I did an alright job in making them cohesive, but like whatever. I think if he had asked me to do both at the same time, I would have made something more cohesive. But sure enough, I like finished those two drawings and sent it to him, and he was like, "Hey, I want another one with both of them on it on the same piece." But he like wanted me to go even crazier with it, so that was basically the commission, was do another Big Barda Mr. Miracle commission, but like go hog wild. And I was like, well, do you want me to like color it too? And just like basically like I can, do it on a bigger piece of paper than I normally do. I can, all of this stuff. And he just like agreed to everything, which was like super fucking dope. And I've been sending him updates about the drawing, and he's enjoying it a lot. He likes how it's going. And yeah, there's a lot of detail already, and I haven't even finished. So I think he's going to be super stoked on it once it's done. I'm going to fucking, blood, sweat, and tears into it. So we're going to get to coloring this week. Thanks, man. Besides like asking me to do Big Barda Mr. Miracle again, like what am I supposed to do? Like those characters are kind of, I wouldn't say like boring, because I actually kind of like Big Barda and Mr. Miracle, but they have weird powers, like being able to escape any situation is kind of a weird thing to visualize. So like when you draw them breaking out of one contraption, it's like, okay, do it again. It's like, oh, okay, so I've got to like come up with a whole other device for him to be trapped in and getting out of. So I was like, if I just draw them normal again, it's gonna feel I don't know, not cheap, because I wouldn't have like made it cheap, but like I feel like I would just be like copying myself maybe or something. I don't really know, but it was like I knew right away that was something I did not want to do. So I immediately was like, Big Barda is literally got the name Big Barda, so I'm gonna make her huge, and she's gonna be like fucking terrorizing this like place trying to get her husband out of this like contraption. So that was the whole idea, and I was just like, let me just look at Kirby Tech and like Fourth World and New Gods stuff that he did, and just like try and make my own version of that for him to be trapped in, and inspired by like the Attack of the 50-Foot Woman movie poster. I kind of went with like that vibe, that she's like the 50-foot Big Barda, and this is like normal size Scott-free breaking out of this contraption, and his giant wife is like just stomping all over the place, killing parademons and like making sure that they get out of there. I don't know. I thought visually it would look cool, and I am going to do my best to make that happen. And that's it. Yeah, man, it's I think there's a lot of people that do it really well, but just like drawing moments rather than pinups, I think is like my favorite thing to do in comics, and drawing commissions, which are like more or less pinups. Like this is just a giant big BARDA pinup, basically. But with all the extra stuff going on, it kind of, like you said, tells a story, and I think that makes it more enjoyable than just like, hey, this is my favorite superhero, kind of dolled up and made to look nice. Like, okay, cool, whatever. It's much more enjoyable. Daniel Warren Johnson does it. You know, James Herron. Those guys are doing incredible commissions. Pop Myth, Ethan Young. He's another one doing really great commissions. I'm like blown away by the textures he does in his work. I'm like trying to absorb as much of that as possible. Absolutely, man. Yeah, it's more fun to look at for sure. Much more. I don't know. I'm sure there's plenty to be said for people who want like simplicity and like, oh, like you didn't have to go so crazy, like you could have just done something simpler or whatever. But I don't know, man. There are plenty of people doing that can do simple like shit that don't want to like get their hands wet, fingers dirty, or whatever the fuck the saying is. I'm not getting any of them right now, but you know what I mean. I do. I want to make some weird shit. I want to make cool shit. That Mojo commission that I did that you guys were talking about, like, I had no interest in drawing Mojo at all, whatsoever. You think, like, I open commissions and I'm, like, excited for, like, super obscure fucking villains and stuff? Not super obscure. I know he's pretty popular, but, like, who asked for a Mojo commission? So I that was like my knee-jerk reaction, but then like I thought about it and I was like, okay, how can I make this fucking cool as shit? And you know, kind of tired of holding these corners down, so I'm gonna tape them. No, man, you know, like, Bob was really excited about it. That was like his first request as a commission. Like, I asked you guys if you wanted commissions on Patreon, and that was the first thing that came out of his mouth. And I was like, damn, okay, oh shit, wow, straight out of left field with the Mojo. But yeah, exactly. Don't show it to Marvel, guys. Don't show it to Marvel. And I'm really glad that he actually, I am actually now today, obviously, like really happy that he asked me to do that commission, man, because it really challenged me to, I don't know, make something that I guess I wasn't like keen on making right away. And yeah, it was good. I think he is just like he probably just likes that era of X-Men. And also he is like a really interesting character, like look-wise, especially if like I did very little reference, like looking up like photos of Mojo before I like laid down my thumbnail and was like, "Here, Bob, what do you think about this idea?" Because I kind of already knew what Mojo sort of looked like without like the minute details, really. Um, like the fact that he has 4 fingers and not 5 on each hand. I didn't know that, so I drew him with 5 fingers at first, and Bob noticed, so I fixed that. He also has like a big like scorpion tail kind of robot thing going that I like completely ignored in his design because I didn't look him up, so I didn't like look at and see that right away. But then like I look him up, it was like, oh yeah, he's got like the tail on the back that I didn't draw or whatever. But Bob's description was like, I want Mojo with a wall of TVs. Like, I forgot what he called it, but it was like the nullity wall or something. Like Bob gave me the name of it. And I was like, oh yeah, he has like a bunch of TVs and stuff. Like I said, I had like a vague idea of Mojo from like the 90s and stuff. So I was like, familiar enough to know that, yeah, he like has a bunch of TVs and whatever. And that was like it. That was all I needed to like, oh, well, if he's got a bunch of TVs, then he could just be like really creepy, like watching all the fucking news stories go bad or whatever. And then Bob was like, oh, I want these kind of things on the TVs. And I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe it shouldn't be a bunch of like disastrous news and just like should be like some fun nods to classic TV and movies and stuff, and just make it like a tribute piece to everything that Bob likes, and like maybe a couple things that I threw in there for myself and all of that. Inspector Gadget, that was his idea. That was in honor of us, which hopefully I hope we get to do one sometime, my friend. Yeah, man, please do. Yeah, absolutely. I was just getting a napkin. Got a little bit of a nosebleed situation happening suddenly. I don't think I can show blood on stream, but my nose is bleeding. I'm gonna set this down so you guys can like, keep looking at it or whatever, but I'm gonna take care of this. No, man, I'm good. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick and just be right back. This used to happen to me all the time. It's not a big deal. It doesn't look severe. Oh, for sure. I live in Savannah, Georgia, and everything is fucking yellow right now. And has been for the last couple weeks. All right, Chauncey. I don't want to know why you know that. I don't know if you guys have noticed, Meredith made these prints the other day. It's of our cat. This is a lino cut print that we did at the SCAD print shop. When Jerk asked me to do the Max commission, I had never actually fully read the Max, like even a little bit, and so I was like traveling a lot with Meredith, doing some cons and stuff, and we happened to pick up like the trades of the Max, so that I could do some research. I hate like not doing research. Like the Mojo Commission, I had an idea of what to do because Bob was like very specific with his commission requests, but just like do the Max, I was like kind of like, oh, I don't know what to do. So I did those drawings to kind of practice the character, and then I started reading the book a little bit and got into like the Outback stuff, and I just really liked Julie, and like as the Outback jungle queen character, and Max with his like headdress, feathers, kind of long hair coming out of him and stuff. And he like literally dumps his fists into the lava at one point to like give himself, you know, the spikes or whatever. And yeah, I just thought that looked cool, and was like, oh, what if like the Max is like the platform, because like they're traveling on like this rock, this like disc, all of them, Julie, Max, and the white is that follows them around. I was like, oh, that's cool. what if like the Max is like the thing that they are like traveling on, and all the is that are chasing them or whatever are like Mr. Gone kind of like materializing into Iz's, because he's kind of the one that controls them or whatever. As far as I could like gather from like the bits and pieces I skimmed over or whatever from the story. And I don't know, man. That was it. Like visually, I just wanted Mr. Gone to be like dissolving into Iz's, like as like Julie and the Max are like preparing to maybe deal with them. So she's got like the spear and she's like turning around kind of like cautious, and Max is like coming out of the lava with the spikes like ready to go. And you got the Iz kind of just like looking around seeing what's what. It just like came together, dude. Like visually the characters are very strong originally, so it was like kind of easy to just like lean on those aspects of the characters. Yeah, that too. Jerk was like, yeah, just draw me something, which is always fun. It's like, what if I don't do the right thing, man? Come on. But it worked out. Everyone's happy. I'm happy. I'm happy with it. I think that's just like do something, have them do something on paper. Yeah, that's basically it. Uh, yeah. So yeah, I'm glad it worked out, and I'm sure I will be asked to do a different version of the Max again in the future. Um, but yeah, that whole aspect of it, like having them kind of have a narrative in the piece is like super important to me, and I have a hard time not doing that. Like if you just ask me for a pinup, I'm gonna struggle with that more than like a fully composed thing, because it's just like, oh, this is boring. Like I feel like I'm not drawing it right, you know. So like not giving me any direction is not always a bad thing. It's just my familiar at that point, like if I don't get any direction from the person, my familiarity with the character is sort of like what needs to carry the weight of that. And like I had very little, but I just chose the things that kind of look strongest to me. So and now like all my commissions are gonna be that basically. Like unless someone hardcore asks me like just draw me Captain America's head, only his head. Like I'll just be like, okay, well did it get cut off by Wolverine or something? Like literally, I will fucking I can find a way to make any kind of request like have some sort of story bit to it, you know? So like, and that's just I don't know, I just like doing it that way. It's fun to me. Me and my friend Anthony, who might still be here, we started playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2 or 3 again, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and I want to kind of do me and my friends teams, and like trying to make a composition with like super random characters who happen to be together. Like my friend Anthony's team is Captain America and Iron Man, which go together normally, but like also like Wesker from Resident Evil. So like that's kind of like what makes it kind of spicy a bit, I guess. So I'm gonna have fun playing with that. My team is Doctor Doom, Ryu, and Wolverine, but I'm actually thinking about switching Wolverine to Strider. And yeah, I don't know. I'm like thinking of like lore reasons for them to be together to kind of make the pieces look better. Just for fun on the side, if I have the time. I haven't even started one, but I've got like the sketches for them in my sketchbook of compositions I want to try out. I really just want to draw Iron Man materializing his beam cannon. I think that is like one of the coolest visual things from the game that like I don't think actually exists in the comics regularly, or if ever. I feel like that was something made up for the video games to give him more moves. Yeah, it's such a cool fucking thing. Like a giant like shoulder cannon just materializing out of like I don't know nanobytes, nanomachines or some shit out of thin air, and like shooting a giant fucking plasma beam. That's so fucking cool. So like I'm really excited to draw that. And this commission is actually going to help with that because I want to like make them. I want to color them. So like getting some watercolor practice and making things pop like that's going to be a lot of fun. We'll see what happens. I'm going to start doing things on nicer paper. Actually watercolor on watercolor paper instead of fucking Bristol paper. Which is doable, but it's so finicky. It's so finicky and hard to work with that I just want to like do a few pieces on actual hard, like heavy, not super heavy, but heavier than Bristol watercolor paper. So that's what this is underneath all this tracing paper. Let's try something out. I'm gonna grab. I'm gonna like close the blinds and maybe actually take off the tracing paper for this and put it underneath. Or actually, I'll just flip it and see kind of how it looks underneath the light box. Yeah. So this is the side that I drew on. All right. So I will spend a unholy amount of time sitting here. I will turn this around on the other side. I don't want to do it backwards. I should, maybe. I haven't decided. But basically, I'm going to be lightly, once I have the final design in, I'm going to lightly pencil all of it again, finally, with no sketchiness, no nothing. Super lightly pencil it in, and then watercolor over top of that, and that'll be the process. Probably have to turn this way so I can get the whole base in there. This is supposed to be, 11 by 17, so it's just a little bit smaller than I need, but this might actually be helpful in like making sure that everything sort of, that I can focus on this section, get it done, and then I can like turn it around and work on her by herself or whatever. But that's the plan. Once I'm done drawing it. Yeah, that's the idea. It's maybe it's a confidence thing, but I would like to be able to do less. Like I guess I wish I was a bit more confident, I guess, in like the tech stuff, because like I could maybe already have like an idea of how this machine could work, and maybe have like a vocabulary of that sort of stuff in my mind, but I don't yet. So I just didn't want the tech to look lame. So it's really just me like, okay, let me draw like this piece here and make sure that like, all the tubes and stuff are like coming out of something that looks like it could be a machine of torturing or just powerful energy or something, is being run through this thing. And if I had like more stuff, I guess, in my brain dictionary for that, I would be able to just knock it out. But since I don't, I sort of have to like just play around a lot, which takes a lot of time. And then once you're playing around in one section and go off to the next section, like you kind of have to stay in that mindset, or else everything sort of you have to go back and sort of shift everything to coincide with the new thing you just did over there. It's just a bunch of thought. Yeah, I guess so. He was a fucking genius, man. So I wouldn't assume that I wouldn't necessarily assume right away that was King Kirby's fucking same work process, basically. Because I would figure he would, you know, like just know, like he like just make that stuff up on the spot without having to draw over it a bunch of times. But, you know. I'm happy with how this has come along so far. I'm a bit tired, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, that's it. I'm like at best maybe like day 5 Kirby, you know. I need like 30 more years before I'm like level 1, you know. That's how I thought. That's how I envision him working. He's just like, there's no, there's not a whole lot of erasing. He just throws lines and they become things. Nice. Oh, that's good. That's good to know. That gives me a bit more confidence. My nose is fucking still bleeding over here. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's basically how I'm doing it these days. Oh. What is it, Batty? You want to join the stream? You want to join the stream, Batty? What's up, baby? Yeah? Hi. Come on, then. Yeah. I got a cat on my lap. Well, I won't be able to get any drawing until she settles in. This is a good way to end the stream, huh? What are you guys doing this weekend? Can we look forward to any new videos? Oh, hell yeah. I'm gonna see if I can't pop in for a bit of those. OMG? I'm not. Who is that? Oh, the OMG original Mario is what he calls himself. Oh, okay. That's okay. You call yourself that. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into this. Is this like in the same vein as a Sudam and fucking what the fuck was that guy's name? Fucking Ron something? No, that wasn't it. What was it, Batty? Rick Grimes? No, that's The Walking Dead. Rob Granito, that's it. That motherfucker. Okay, so this is an interview. This is different. Alright, I got you. I got you. That fucking guy. I'm gonna have to look up. Is he on Instagram? The original Mario Gully? I'm not getting anything. Mario. Thank you. Is this the cat that you showed off inking that one time? I think maybe you guys did a live together or something. No, that wasn't Kevin. No. No, I'm thinking of somebody else then. Because it wasn't Kevin either. Appreciate you guys stopping in today. I'm gonna be maybe doing this again tomorrow. Maybe, probably, most definitely tomorrow. I'm gonna have the house to myself, so I'm gonna try and get some work done and see if I can't get to the point where I can uh, hopefully get to painting by Sunday. That was my goal for this week that I set out for myself. So I'd like to have that at least like a couple layers of wash down, so that I can finalize some design stuff. I think I might even do something really wild and crazy. So I saw this video online. Oh, for sure, man. Yeah. I will definitely be trying to post those because the last one I had on, I was listening to copyrighted music, so it like set my thing to. I have to like review my clips before I post them now, but I'll make sure to review it and post it. I'm using royalty-free stuff right now, so this one should be fine. But what I was gonna say is to actually line once I get the drawing done and I'm light boxing it. I actually think I might like go buy myself a one of those friction pens because they erase with heat and friction. So even though I will, if you draw with pencil and then you throw watercolor over top of it, that pencil is not going anywhere for the rest of its days. It will be there forever. But if I draw it with the friction pen and I do the watercolor stuff over top of the friction pen drawing, I can take like a blow dryer and it'll like fucking erase all of the line work underneath the watercolor. So I will have like the clean paper that I want to have for the drawing, and I'll be able to like ink it later on down the line with like the real crispy details and all that stuff. So I'm gonna try that with this piece, and it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna try it out obviously before I get too deep into the actual piece. Like I'm gonna test it out on some scrap paper in case I'm like I was fooled by some TikToks or some shit. But yeah, it is really cool, and I'm really interested to try it because I really want to. I really want to watercolor like more. I want to watercolor stuff. One of the things that's really frustrating is when you kind of like have a pencil mark that you don't really want there, and you can't get at it because it's like been painted over. So I saw this online, and I'm gonna try it out. It's really cool, and I will document it. Good. Yeah. Fuck yeah. I like the attitude. I fuck with it. I've also learned a couple cool things off of TikTok. Not everything has been, bullshit. There's a lot of bullshit on there though. I don't actually have TikTok. I see like what gets transferred into Instagram basically, but it's more or less the same bullshit. I know I said I was gonna go at 5:30, but my wife hasn't come out of their office, so I'm gonna keep drawing. Gonna need some kind of intervention. Oh shit. go. That's a really good quote. And dude, Jim Rugg is great. He started following me the other day, actually, and that was really exciting. Oh yeah, he is kind of a renaissance man in today's comics industry. It's really impressive, all the stuff he does. I don't know if Ed follows me, but he has appeared on a few of my posts in the past. I did like some X-Men wrestling crossover drawings a couple years back that he commented on. You're done? All right. The wife has appeared. My wife! Yeah, so I'm gonna call it for tonight, guys, but I was just reading your message there, jerk, and likewise. But tomorrow, I will be on during the day. I'm gonna try and do maybe a couple hours. If I can do longer, I will. If I kind of get tired and want to do something else, I will. But I will be on tomorrow. Maybe if I get up early and I can like stream through into the afternoon, I might do that. So come around whenever you guys want, if you want, if you're around, if you're available, if you're free, if you're bored. And have a good weekend. Good luck at your jobs tomorrow. And thanks so much for hanging out, guys. Like, I want to do this a lot more. And yeah, I'll be around. Catch you tomorrow. I'll be posting about it, so you'll know when I come on. Later, guys.